To do that, you'll need an internet connection.
Y'all know what time it is. RaJuR, Real Deep Cool, the most interesting dude on YouTube, the most interesting man on the planet. Starting a new job tomorrow to add to my income. Yes, not only a delivery driver for, I can't tell y'all the name of the company because I don't go into tomorrow for training. But
turn right onto Pennsylvania 232 South.
Not only just a delivery driver for a floral company, but actually set up and brand ambassador. Oh, really? Oh, we gotta do another thing. Do we have to learn how to do another thing? Do we have to learn how to do something else? A floral brand ambassador. Now, you know, my name is synonymous with romantics. Yes, it is. It's romantic.
At the next light, turn left.
You think romantic. You do. You think, oh, this guy, he must be so romantic. Look at him. He's just romantic. Well, I'll be delivering flowers, setting them up, and brand ambassador team. Whatever that is. So, yeah, I look forward to that. That's going to be kind of close to me. I don't want to say where it's going to be because, again, I do have some haters out here. You might want to, I have to use my pew for my haters. So I can't tell you where I'm going to be or where I'll be training.
At the light, turn left onto Swamp Road.
Yeah, so tomorrow, another adventure, another doing something different because that's what I do. I do stuff differently. RaJuR, Real Deep Cool, floral delivery setup and brand ambassador. I'm sorry, ambassador. This guy, ambassador. They're going to deliver flowers you can't even spell. What's wrong with you? Boris. So then I'm on my way down to pick up my first client, but I ain't got to pick him up to like 3 o'clock. But I'm going to get down there like 2 o'clock. No, more like 1:45. So half an hour will be 1:45, let's just say. Yeah, about 2 o'clock. That way I'll be down there. Because, again, I get to where I got to go on time. I don't know what's wrong with this company. Acting like they know how I roll. They know I'm going to be there. I'm going to be on time. I'm going to be early. And it's still, oh, yeah, make sure that you're always trying to find something they can find that I'm doing wrong. Oh, well, make sure you keep us posted where you are. I always have. You did know what I was yesterday. Always trying to find something. But when I get to be this brand ambassador for this floral company, I'm relegating these people to freaking Saturday and Sunday. And they ain't going to care when you get me work. Always freaking picking, man, on some dumb stuff. I'll be the freaking dumbest smokers in my life. Every time you see somebody outside smoking. Freaking 5 degrees outside, and they can't curb their freaking slavery from cigarettes to go outside and freeze themselves to death. So I think everybody up there smoke. Just about. Or they out of shape, or they not in good health, or they limping around. It's unbelievable. I never saw such an unhealthy freaking group of people in my life at one job. It wasn't that bad at SEPTA. At least you only had 1 or 2 smokers out of maybe 100 people at SEPTA. These people got everybody smoking. They all smoking. And nowhere near being in shape. One guy in there, he like 500 pounds. Poor guy. He 500 pounds, sitting at a desk all day. We got Mr. Limpy Boss. Think he a boss everybody, limping around all jacked up, like he done been to a Diddy party. I mean, then we got other people that can't keep themselves healthy, got issues and still just want to kill themselves with cigarettes. Unbelievable, man. Such a great organization to work for. But good thing I don't work with them. All y'all do is just freaking smoke and kill yourselves every day. Unbelievable. That's enough for them people. Now, back to y'all. What y'all doing? All right. Shoot. As I do the floral thing, I forgot I was a BMW valet driver. What? That was so ironic that I'm a BMW valet driver where I take my car to get my car serviced at. And didn't know that I can have them come pick up my car, bring me my loaner, and then after that, have them bring back my car and take their loaner. That's what I used to do at BMW when I was doing the valet thing. I was a red cap. Not all the time, but most of the time. I thought that was going to be all the time. I was a freaking red cap. And then they let me go for a freaking android who was a freaking android. And then they ended up firing her, found out she was stealing. But y'all send me to another location. People don't know, man. It's ridiculousness. And I worked for Macy's for 3 days. I still got my Macy's name tag. RaJuR, what is it you possibly have not done in your life? I don't know, but we're going to find out what it is. We're going to find out. But tomorrow, at around 10 o'clock, she said, well, you don't have to come in at 12. I said, look, I'll set my clock for 9 because I want to get used to being up. If I'm going to be there every day, full time, 9 to 6 or whatever, then I might as well start tomorrow. Get my behind in bed and be able to get up at 7 o'clock so I can be there by 9 o'clock. And it's not too far away from me. And then once I'm done training in that area, then they're going to move me somewhere like 5 minutes away from my place. No more than 10 minutes away from where I live at. Heavenly is so good to me. And when I ask for something new to do, somehow it pops up. Holla at your boy. So yeah, what y'all doing? Gotta keep an eye on my speed because they'll be, you're doing speeding and you're braking too hard and you're going too far past the lights and anything they can think of. They just want to try to control me because they know who I am. They know I'm a Grammy member. They knew that from day one. What's up, superstar? But yet again, you trying to grind my couch talking about I lost your key. I ain't got your freaking key to your goddamn car. Why I need a key to a freaking... Oops. I meant to say freaking. I need to use my language. I had a key doggone Escalade when I drive a doggone BMW. I would definitely know the difference between the key. Oh, we're just checking to see. Why would you be checking to see if I have it? And then they never called me back. Because they know I ain't had no doggone key. They just want to keep harassing me. The guy who walked with the limp like he been to a mansion party. Out of here. Like he been hanging out with P. Diddy too much. With the baby oils. Okay, I'm done cracking on people. I just don't like foolishness, man. I ain't get to where I am in my life because I deal with foolishness. I got to where I am in my life because I stayed away from foolishness. Even when I was in the Navy, I stayed away from foolishness. Actually, I didn't. I did mess up a little bit in the Navy. I just got lucky. Heaven willing got me through that mess. But yeah, aircraft carrier out in the middle of the goddamn Indian Ocean. Iran hostage crisis. A lot of y'all wasn't even born in 1979 when the Iran hostage crisis took place. I'm out there in the middle of the ocean floating around for freaking 3 months straight. Not seeing nothing, not even seeing the doggone moon at night sometimes. Come on, man. I'm built like this. I'm built for this life. Stop playing. I was groomed for this life. I was created for this life. Y'all need to take more importance in your life and start doing some stuff. Sitting around waiting for people to do something for you or bumming or capping. So I don't do cat videos. You know how many subscribers I've had I was doing cat videos? But you ain't got no problem with T-Dog. I would do cat videos on T-Dog because I know freaking crazy people who don't like him will be on my channel. I have 1 million subscribers in one day. They hate freaking T-Dog so much. And I'll be capping on them because me and T-Dog ain't got no problem. My Social Security went up. Tax is gonna look good, hopefully. Man, I ain't got no problem with him. I got no problem with dude. Got a problem with Mr. Freakazoid though, kissing on little girls and his son, freaking crackhead. It's amazing how people forget about that stuff, but always trying to dig up something on T-Dog. People are insane. Like I said, between that little Zimbic shot and that doggone Fauci jab, color folk losing their mind. Losing their minds. And they don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit they're wrong. I will sell my soul just to admit that I'm not wrong. You do that. You do that. Because we see it. Those who have not sold their souls know what it looked like when people sell their souls. That's right. Say what I want. I'm in my car. Y'all looking at the video. Now, hopefully I can give you some imparting some wisdom on you. What about that girl, man? I like that little Caucasian girl that be out dancing, man. Look, I like her every time she dances. I like her shorts. And that's how I gotta start doing shorts, man, and start getting money. Instead of begging people for money, doing 9-hour videos and begging people for money, I'm gonna start doing shorts. I can do shorts right here in this car and be getting paid. But something about it, I just don't like it. I'd rather just ask for some loot. I don't want to have to be doing 25 shorts a day, because I don't mind going out and working, as you can see. I don't mind getting my behind out work. I've been working all my life since I was 16. Shoot. Y'all should let y'all children look up to me as an example, especially the women who still got their children living with them. And kick your doggone sons out the house. You can't get no check. Stop lying and talking about they 15. No good and well. Getting them checks. Let your son go down there and work for the shipyard. Philadelphia shipyard. T-Dog done open up the shipyard for y'all to send y'all sons down there to get a real job. And don't even have to join the military. You can work in the Navy shipyard and still feel as though you was part of the Navy. But y'all won't let them go because y'all getting them still stealing checks like Somalians. Y'all stealing checks like Somalis. Doing good well. Got 30-year-old freaking kids living in your crib, still talking about they 15. And then when they want to get out of job, you can't leave. I'm still getting that check. I'm never gonna forget that video I saw, and it was a real video. The dude was trying to tell his mom he had a job whatsoever. She was like, "No, you're not. You ain't going working nowhere. As long as I'm getting that check." Yeah, colored folk. Well, European folk do it too, but I'm not talking about European folk. I'm trying to help raise y'all colored folk up. And as soon as colored folks start making money, they start losing where they lost from. I used to like Officer Tatum. Officer Tatum was a cool dude. Now he's selling his soul. He's starting to use a little bit more, starting to say sugar, honey, iced tea, and all that stuff. Before he was such a Christian that he wouldn't even be saying stuff like that. But he need that money, so he's taking his stuff. He's selling his soul a little bit, claiming he a Christian. All he talking about how Christian he is, saying sugar, honey, iced tea, and HELL and all that stuff. But now he's selling alcohol. We sell bourbon. It's just to taste it, and y'all selling us out. No, you're selling yourself out, bro. You was cool at first. You're a legitimate Christian. Now all of a sudden, you don't got that money, don't got to your head, and now moved into alcohol. Like Jesus didn't have to sell alcohol, to be where he was. Yeah, see, and I don't have to. I'm gonna hit him up one day. I'm gonna hit him up on the straight. I'm gonna do a video on Officer Tatum. It's gonna roll me up high. And ain't no cat video. I was like, bro, you went from being Mr. Saint to now all of a sudden you selling alcohol, player. We made the bourbon, this kind of bourbon. And we don't drink to get drunk, or we don't drink and drive. All right, so what's the first person that's gonna get caught up in a drink and drive joint and gonna mention I was drinking some Officer Tatum friggin' bourbon? Then what you gonna do? Sell your soul. Colored people do it all the time. They get so much money that they think they gotta sell the soul. He doing exactly what P. Diddy did. P. Diddy was wearing crosses, all this stuff, claiming Jesus and all this stuff. And look at it. And what did he do? Signed up with Ciroc, signed up with all these people, even though this dude, he making his own bourbon, signed up with Ciroc and all this stuff. Next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom. I just get disappointed in black people that do cat videos for a while, and then they get subscribers, and then they move up, and then they get caught in the money, and then they start selling their souls. Because Jesus never bought he never drank any bourbon. He didn't even drink wine. He made some wine. He made some wine for some folk. I mean, and grapes naturally fermented become alcoholic in a sense. That's why you have grape vines. You don't just throw alcohol in them, they become fermented, and then they got a little alcohol content in them. So yeah, but he ain't make no bourbon. Come on, Officer Tatum, you tripping, dog. You selling out, man. You getting that money, you selling out. You trying to do a little bit of here, a little bit of good here, a little bit of good there. Oh yeah, we got a security company that's guarding all these people who are anti-democratic people, and we got people guarding Shirley, the guy who dimed out all them colored folks, Somalis stealing. We got him some protection, but y'all can help him out by buying something from us and helping this protection. Why we gotta buy something? Why don't we just go to him? and send him money. Why we got to buy something to Officer Tatum to pay for his security? See, the brothers started out good, but black folk do it all the time. They start talking Christian until Uncle Tommy called them. And when Uncle Tommy finished with them, you find out how much Christian they are, don't you? Because they fake, phony, colored folk. Can't help themselves. From what's called Uncle Toms. From Uncle Toms to phonies. It's a shame I got to say it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Come on, man. I don't sell it. I ain't selling my soul for nothing. Like I said, I struggle financially all the time, but I ain't selling my soul to get no money. This guy gonna tell me something about, but you haven't won no Grammys yet. That's because I don't feel like going to no mansion parties to win a Grammy. And I ain't saying everybody who win a Grammy go to mansion parties, because I got friends who are not even no kind of categories, but they not out to make money. I got my man Wouter Kellerman, great flautist from South Africa. I know him. He's won Grammys. Ricky Cash from India. What, 3 Grammys? I know him. He lives in India. I know Grammy members. I know Grammy winners. But they ain't sold their soul to get it. But you best believe my man Kendrick Lamar, he might be acting like he thug, and he ain't bending over for them Grammys. And he might not be. He ain't been caught yet. Ain't nobody saying anything. Well, I'm just saying. They probably had to have one colored folk and rap stand up so they can say, well, look, not everybody's getting bent over for a Grammy, the rappers going to Diddy parties. They had to have somebody to stand up. Because we know the rest of them did. You best for Diddy if you want to, end up like Jamie Foxx. Diddy was like, yo, turn over that film, man, that you had in the joint. And Jamie Foxx was like, nah. Next you know, Jamie Foxx ended up in the hospital, didn't he? Yeah. Jennifer Hudson sacrificed her whole family. Now she got a show.
In half a mile, slight right onto the I-295 West ramp to Philadelphia.
At least Kanye admitted that he sacrificed his mom. At least he had balls. Anybody think Kanye crazy? No, Kanye keeps it real. Look, I sacrificed my mom to get where I got. He said it on stage. How many people have freaking Jay-Z sacrificed? Many. They all sacrifice cousins, nephews. You just don't hear about it. You got to give up something to get in this game. And I ain't sacrificing nobody. I ain't sacrificing my friends. I ain't doing it. I don't need a Grammy that bad in the category I'm in. Got my face, man. Yeah, but you still affiliated with them. No, that's just letting you know I can be a Grammy member because of my talent. That's all that is. Don't say anything else.
Slight right onto the I-295 West ramp. Then merge onto I-295 West.
Maybe I went to 3 Grammy situations. But they had nothing to do with an award. There were Grammy parties, Grammy meetings, stuff like that. Yes, I've done that. Because I want to see what's going on. Maybe they're turning. Maybe they'll change their ways. But right now, Grammy's doing that rainbow thing, man. I don't get down like that. I ain't homosexual, dog. I'm not homosexual. I ain't gonna never be a homosexual. So they try to call it, what do you call it now? No, it's homosexuality. It's Sodom and Gomorrah.
Continue for 26 miles.
Homosexual. And the guy in Philly is a homosexual. I was like, yo, we went to that event. I'm like, where this guy come from? Up there freaking homosexual on stage, man. I don't care what nobody say. I don't like homosexuals, period. I don't like the lifestyle. Now, I got family this one. That's only because family, I ain't talked to him in a minute, but I don't like it. I don't like that transgender, flanfender. It ain't no trans, it's homosexuality. They're trying to take the sting out the word. It's homosexual. That's what it is. Now, how did I get all the way to that? Because, man, a lot of people just don't understand. You don't sell out for the money. The money is here, and the next you know it's gone. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's disappointing to see these guys who, you know, they get to a certain status. And like I said, I used to look at Officer Tatum. I used to watch him, man. But now I see his video, I just click right past him. Cause I know he's gonna be trying to sell something. He'll be trying to sell some liquor, or he's trying to sell something. All these guys, now they think they're just one-man commercials. Now, Maxwell, I'm gonna let Maxwell slide. Cause he talk like me. He talks a lot, he's aggressive, he keeps it pushing, he stays on point. I got that. I don't mind Maxwell, because he coming up with truth bombs and stuff like that. But he telling you, he trying to help seniors get health care like me. He doing stuff like that. He ain't trying to sell no liquor, no alcohol. And he got 1 million subscribers. Officer Tatum just lost his way, man. The dude done lost his way. It's a shame, too. But that's what color folk do. Get a little bit of money, done. I don't want money like that. Never wanted to be a millionaire. Never. Never asked to be one, never want to be one. I wanted me to be talented enough to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. You know what I mean? I'm going to the best high school in Philly, Central, and say, you know what? Man, I don't feel like going to that joint. I want to go to the music school. My dad was like, I want you to be a doctor or a lawyer. You're in the best school you can be. I could have went to all the best schools in Philly. All of them. I really was upset because my boy, who was smart too, he went to Dobbins. He went to a Votech school. Like, man, why don't you come and go to Central? If he'd have went to Central with me, I probably wouldn't. All right, I got my boy up here going to Central. But nah, man, I'm going to one of the best schools in Philly. Me and him just as smart as each other, and he wanted to go to freaking Dobbins because he wanted to be close to home. I guess, I don't know. I went to freaking Central. Man, I hooked you so much in Central, I broke the record for hooking in 1 year. My pop would kick my butt and I still wouldn't go to school. Because I didn't want to be a doctor. I didn't want to be a lawyer. I didn't want to be some kind of corrupt politician. I wanted to be RaJuR. And whoever I am now, that's who I am. That's me. So, this video is content of everything. Me driving limo right now. Like I said, you go down here and pick up a client and trying to stay on the speed limit because they try to give me, they hope you get a ticket so they can take the money out your check and then you just be driving for free. That ain't gonna happen. I don't know how to work this car. I'm in a 2025 Escalade today. Yesterday I was in a Nautilus. So everything got different controls, different places. So I be trying to set my, there you go, 58. See, I just hit it, but it ain't working. There we go. See, but it ain't working. I just hit the joint, and it's not catching. So now I gotta sit here and struggle to stay under 60. Because it's 55 out here, but people in 95 be doing like 97. All right, that's set. Okay, I see it. Let me see. I think I got it. They just moved it around. Okay, I got it. They moved it around from the other Escalade because this is 2025. The other day I had a dog on 2022, so this is a brand new joint with the slope screen, stuff like that. But look here, y'all. Why I say y'all? Look here. I gotta add no y'all, nothing to it. Look here, man. We are already under the 8 ball. We need some people of color, men of color with integrity. That's what we need. We need that. People back in the day when I was born, we had men of integrity. They was called take care of their families. They might have drank a little bit like my dad, but I was never hurting for anything. Clothes always clean. Didn't have to go to an alteration shop because he was an alterator. And he worked in the cleaners, so he cleaned our clothes and altered our clothes. I was always clean. That's why I'm always clean now, because that's how I was brought up. We don't have those no more. We got a bunch of freaking rappers. We got a whole bunch of drone singers. But I heard this, man, I listened to this song one day. This guy must have had it up to like 27 on his volume. And all I heard was that this why black folk losing their mind. Especially the younger black folk from 20 to 35, maybe 40, listen to this drone music. All you hear, and they listen to this. It's all satanic. That whole thing is satanic. They take that stuff back to the producers and take that back to the record label. No, throw some satanic in there. Sell your soul. Do what we tell you to do. Sacrifice your kids. No, kill your family. Sacrifice your mother. Cuss your mother out. And can't find your daddy. He in jail. That's the music they listen to now. And these companies take that music and they pray over that music. They pray satanic spells over this music. That's how they keep bringing black folk of color down. And then feeding you garbage food in your neighborhoods. And y'all don't even try to fight back. Ain't nothing wrong with that drone music. Yo, they showed you it. And what's the name of that movie? The Caucasian boy was in, King of Rock or whatever. And they showed you how they take the masters. A lot of y'all don't know what masters are. Masters is the final recording of your recording. And even your drops, the stuff you leave out, the stuff you put in, everything is on it, maybe a 24 track or a 32 track probably now. Well, now everything is digital, so they take them on a hard drive. They put it in the middle of this pentagram. And they pray spells over this music. But can't nobody tell y'all nothing. Yet again, you walking around cussing and fussing all day. You can't stop cussing. You can't stop freaking fussing at your kids and cussing at your kids. Most of y'all women ain't got no men because you ain't got a bit of sense. You can't stop cussing and fussing because you listen to that drone music every day. Then you go to church. You go to church knowing you just got finished boning Saturday night your boyfriend. And then you come home from church and then you bone him again. Like this blatantly. Now, of course, I used to do the same thing, but I ended up getting married. So my boning was now eliminated because I married the woman I was boning when I was going to church. Okay? So I wiped my boning sins away as far as I felt. But a lot of y'all pretend to go to church dressing up like hoochies and all that stuff, man. And you go home to your boy, he ain't going to church with you. Come on, baby, let's go to church. Playing video games. I'm playing, give me some money so I can buy some beer and get high and play some video games. I want to play some video games. I don't want to go to church because I want to get high video games. And then you go in church and praying for him. When you ain't praying for him to who you think you praying to, you're probably praying to the dark dude because he never gets better. And then you go on YouTube and find out this cat done killed this girl. Buried her in the basement with a freaking chain around her neck. And never said anything. I just saw one the other day. The little young boy went in. The girl broke with. She was fine too. I don't know what she was with him for in the beginning with. Why? Little young boy went in there. He wanted to come over and see the girl he had broke up with. She was like, all right, he claimed. She said, all right, you can come over for a couple minutes before I go to work. Bada bing. He went in there and shot her 8 times. It's on YouTube. He comes out crying like a honey to the police officers. Then she told me to come over. And I was like, I don't know, he was coming over here. I didn't know he was doing that. And then she said just that. And I was like, I don't know, it was just comical, but it was sad. There was a person of color, some mother's son that shot a woman 8 times. And y'all don't think y'all cursed. Y'all don't think you cursed. You don't think blackness has been cursed. You curse yourself. You curse yourself. That's you. Ain't nobody made you kill nobody. There's a dude, Philly rapper, killed his mother for $77,000 life insurance policy. Look that one up. It's on YouTube. The son killed his mother for 77. She was giving him anything he wanted. It wasn't like she wasn't giving him. He was supposed to be some rap star. I'm so tired of people telling me these guys are rap stars. They're not freaking rap stars. They're freaking wannabes. I know a whole bunch of wannabe rappers in Philly. They still trying to be rappers. They need to just stop because you don't make the right music. You can't rap. You're not trying to do something different. You sound like the same old rappers from 1966. And nobody, I don't want to hear no rappers. I don't want to hear no people that did stuff. I'll just listen to oldies. Why do I need to hear old guys still trying to do rap? The same way they did rap back in 1970. I might as well listen to the 1970 rappers. But you can't tell colored folk nothing. I try to help these guys out. Come on, man, come to my studio, man, so I can give you some different music and change your game. My man keep claiming he got hot tracks. Them tracks are booty, man. Your hottest track is when I let you spit a verse on this song I made called Sky. No, what was the name of it? Over and Over Again. I let this brother, and I thought we was cool. I said, man, you need to come over here and listen to my music, man. You change your game. He goes right back to the same old dudes, some of them European dudes, freaking sampling stuff off samples, like y'all living back in 1980 sampling, where you need to just be able to find a good musician who can make a nice track for you to change the way you spit. But they claim, oh, this is fire. And I don't want to say his name because I like the guy. Oh, this is fire. Man, that joint is booty, dog. They gotta be the most garbage behind, stupid songs I ever heard somebody even sing. And they're always cussing. You got to change the game. They were just talking about how my man Do What You Like passed away and how he passed away from drugs and whatsoever. Perfect guy. He the one put Tupac down. Nobody knew Tupac till Tupac got on what you call him? Do What You Like. He put Tupac on Do What You Like, Jordan. And he was so upset that the Tupac passed away. He was trying to warn him that he ended up killing himself over the time because he couldn't get past the point that he was trying to save Tupac. Tupac got killed. Tupac said, I don't care. You can see that documentary on YouTube as well. Tupac said, you don't get it. I don't care. And then this guy went the rest of his life, man, after he tried to save Tupac, on drugs. Once Tupac died, man, this guy was messed up. Do What You Like. That guy was a genius. He learned how to play keyboards. He learned how to be a DJ. This guy ended up he was a drummer at first, a talented rapper who started something new. When Do What You Like and all that came up, man, nobody was doing no hip hop like that. But nobody doing this drumming. The Humpty Dance was nobody doing that. Only one was kind of close, and he got smart about it, was MC Hammer. Because MC Hammer wasn't doing no cussing and all this stuff. He wasn't doing gangster rap. But look at MC Hammer. Let's just go ahead and move to that side of things. MC Hammer never did gangster rap, came out of church, but he was from where he was from. He was a Crip. You know what I mean? So, he being a Crip that he was, and maybe he was a Blood, I'm not sure.
There's a 12-minute slowdown in 5 miles. You're still on the best route.
He was a Crip in the Blood. The boy's making $30 million a year. The European dude and some of the baseball players on Oakland Athletics hooked him up, hooked the ball up. Now, of course, you got to give something back when you get hooked up. He just can't, take $1 million from Chuck Finley and not think he ain't gonna pay it back. But he's making $30 million a year. Trying to take care of everybody in the hood, all them dancers, all his entourage. See, he had low self-esteem because he still had to have all them people around him. He wasn't really just trying to bring up the hood per se. I mean, I'm sure he was trying to put his boys down, but you could just gave them a regular old check. You giving them cars and all that stuff. No, treat them like they're a regular employee and bada bing, bada boom. There was no need. Was they? Oh. How was, hold on, Hammer. I don't know, here's a blood up Crip. He was. You can look at his last video, which was, man, that was the baddest video he did. Pumps in the bump, pumps in the bump. I like the girls with the humps and the bumps. He was wearing blue then. He's either wearing blue or red. He was a Crip or Blood. Oh yeah, he was a Crip or Blood from Oakland. But again, he had all that money. He was getting $30 million. You can look it up for yourself, bro. He was a Crip or Blood. I can't tell you which one. Look at the pumps and the bump video. He got the colors on right there. He got the colors on. That's why nobody could mess with him. Nobody could touch MC Hammer. The boy had protection. He had protection before he even started being a boy. He had protection. So yeah, look it up. Look it up. And then get back to me on the next comment below. You got a phone, look it up real quick. Look it up real quick. Look up pumps and the bumps. Let's look up pumps in the bump and tell me what colors he wearing with his kerchief. And I'll tell you. All right, so anyway, Look, bro, I got receipts. I never say anything I haven't looked up or known about. If you're not a cripple or blood, well, he was wearing the colors, that's for sure. But what I'm saying is he was making $30 million a year. His story is on YouTube. The boy ended up filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Now, Chapter 11 is not as bad as Chapter 13. Chapter 13, you just got to start all over again. Look, I filed a Chapter 13 before, ages ago. And I'm still driving BMWs. Yeah, in a luxury apartment. But I'm just saying, things can happen to you, you can come back up. But he had to file Chapter 11. That way you just use whatever you got. He had to sell the house, his cars, all that stuff, and he made good. And then he had to still get back on the bump. But see, he ain't come back out dancing like he was dancing, hammer time, down, down. He ain't come back like that. He came back doing pumps and a bump. He already knew he couldn't do that no more. He couldn't do that dancing thing no more. Plus, he ain't had other people he could pay to even do all the dancing. So the people that was in pumps and a bump video, he probably gave him some loot. He broke them off. And as far as I'm concerned, like I said, that was the best video. That was the best song he ever had. Because he sounded like a rapper. And I got the Hammer album. I think I kept that Hammer album. Oh, yeah. I even got the girls, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 357. Yeah. I got that album. Come on, man. I'm down with the get down, player. All I'm saying is then he had to file Chapter 11. You get colored folks some money, and next thing you know, they jacked up. Now, you look at these cats, and everybody want to be a podcast now, trying to get their money back. Everybody want to throw a podcast, and us, I don't look at all them cats, man. Mace, and I like dude as an actor. I forgot the guy who's with Mace. Who's the guy with Mace on the podcast now? That boy can act. What was the movie that he was in? What was my man? Dad, what was the name of that movie? That boy can act, man. Him and Wood, it was him, Wood, and the other brother. He wasn't a rapper, but he was a good actor too. Paid in Full. Yo, that boy can act. What was his name? He was a rapper at the time. Another guy I really respect, who was a good actor. Who my man? See? Crashing. Cause you're stupid. That's why you crashed. Cause you're stupid. Now, back to me. I gotta get in the middle lane with this Escalade. I can't be on the inside or outside lane. Cause we're gonna go through a cattle chute. And when you go through a cattle chute, you do not want to be in the outer lanes. You got big trucks. Y'all know why. Well, he probably don't care about his truck. But this cattle chute is about to get really, really thin. And if I had the Volvo C90, I'd be good. Cameron. Boy, did he not act in that joint? Did that boy not throw that joint down and paid in full? He was almost as good as Wood. And I like Wood too. No Diddy, no cap. But yeah, I forgot my boy named Wood. Yeah, Cameron's a good actor, man. Who's the other guy, man? Pay yourself like I do. Hire yourself and pay yourself. I'm my own employee. What's my boy name? St. Louis boy. Hey, her, with the country accent. There. He got in the movie. He can act. Look, man, these cats need to stop selling out. But he still got money. Now, I don't know if you ever went to the mansion party, but obviously Cameron ain't going to a mansion party. So he had to do what he had to do to wear them gold chains like he used to wear. He had to start a podcast with Mace and do what he had to do. Man, look, there just come a time in life, man, that you just got to be satisfied not having no goddamn money like me. I mean, would you think? But see what, let me tell you how life turns for you if you're trying to stand the blessing of the Most High, right? I would never be doing this if I retired and just had like, say, a IRA or something. I had plenty of money I can just keep pulling from forever and ever because I already keep making money, whatever. I would have never been a limo driver. Meeting millionaire people with my phone number in their phone. I might have met them maybe another way, maybe, but I met them doing this. I would have never been a paraprofessional helping Down children, autism children, and behavioral children who punched me in the back of my head, working in the Shellingham School District. I would have not gotten that opportunity if I had money when I retired. And I ain't doing no podcast. I ain't trying to get no money from nobody. Nobody give me no money now. I got 4,000 plus videos up, and I ain't got a goddamn dime in my Patreon nowhere, nothing. Because Amazon freaking demonetized me. And I ain't go begging back on my knees. Oh, please monetize me. I need the money. Like this other guy did. They demonetized this guy. He was making money. He was a light-skinned boy. He was a light-skinned boy from, I don't know, I think he was Midwest. Maybe Chicago, something like that. He had a nice channel, though. His channel was nice. I forgot what he used to talk about. He probably was cat videos, like everybody else do. They just cap on stuff like they news reporters, and then they just put their opinion, reaction videos. I didn't know what that was. I call it cat videos because they don't have no content of their own. They got to live off other people's content and other people's miseries and other people's sorrows and other people's triumphs and tribulations where they ain't got nothing. So they got a cat video. I don't like cat videos. I'm not going to do cat videos. So, nevertheless, the guys came on the joint. He started crying. He must have said something Amazon didn't like. He must have went against the rules of Amazon. He must have did something. Because it was like, yo, man, dude came back on crying. He was like, Amazon has demonetized me, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Instead of him saving that money up, he's just being rich with it, right? I guess he had bought a nice car, bought one for his wife and whatsoever. No kids, lacing them up. He probably maybe getting like 4,000 or 5,000 a week, maybe. Because he doing cat videos and stuff. That boy came back on there crying. He must have capped on T-Dog or something because, no, he didn't. Because T-Dog wouldn't let him go broke like that. But them thieves in the D party would have. So anyway, yeah, man. They shut him down. They shut him down. And the boy came back on crying, asking for donations. Easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go. If you don't have a talent to get along in this world, and you've been using other people's videos and other people's miseries and other people's triumphs and stuff like that to get you paid, that ain't being a man, that ain't even being a woman. Because you ain't got nothing else to offer except talking about other people's tragedies and triumphs. That's just stupid. That's cap. I don't cap. Only person I talk about is me. Whether I ain't got a dime to my name, I'm asking people for a couple dollars to get me through the next week, or whether I'm doing really, really good and I'm popping off out here in these streets. I ain't capping for nobody. I ain't selling my soul for nobody. My mama ain't never sold her soul. My dad ain't never sold his soul. I ain't selling my soul. The problem with these youngsters now is their mothers and fathers done sold their souls. The daddy sold their soul right in the prison, or done moved in with somebody else, and the mama done sold their soul. Now they out there dancing half naked. Got to show themselves on Facebook every day, trying to get attention, and then they going out with these guys, and then, like I said, going to mess around, end up in somebody's basement. They can't find you for 3-4 weeks and find you decomposed somewhere because you're acting a fool. Because y'all don't know how to pray. You don't know how to pray. You know how to pray to yourself. You know how to pray to your ego. That's all you wake up every morning. What can I do to make myself look better? I'm going to do this. I'm going to dance. I'm going to coon myself. I'm going to do all that stuff. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to become famous. And then once that stops, what you going to do? Oh, go to the strip club? Because that's all you're doing anyway. You just freaking strip clubbing on Facebook. I call it Facebook social media strip clubs. And they ain't necessarily naked, but strip club people ain't necessarily naked. Unless I guess you go to the back rooms, maybe they get naked. I don't know. I don't do strip clubs. Shoot. I got enough women in my life that I can get them to strip for me. It's like, I'm just kidding. But, look, man, colored folk got to wake up, man, and start tripping. Always trying to find somebody to hate. Trying to find a president to hate. Don't make any sense. You don't even have no political standing to hate on the president. Yet you let some president, friggin' a mummy, get controlled by a whole bunch of doggone mummies, a bunch of friggin' gay, lesbian, transgender, crazy people, and got you changing your kids. Y'all, I know black people do it. I know y'all do it. Make him move his truck. Not you. This guy back here that's sitting there. Yo, I got the, where's the auto thing off and on? Yeah, man. I know one of y'all let y'all child become a dude, and she was a chick. There's one black, is one black girl. She's definitely black, but she's white, but I think she's really black or she mixed. And my man talked about her. I don't mind his page. He don't really have a cat page too hard. He's not a hard cat page. But this chick, who's my man? He wears the beard. He got into it with a 5150 dude. Him and 5152 was beefing. Dude was beefing. I forgot his name. He got a beard. Real cool dude. And he was looking at the video of the dude who was, had breasts and everything. Looked just like a chick. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely would catch me. Definitely would catch me. And then definitely would probably end up somewhere where she ain't want to be when I find out that you really ain't a chick. But some guys be still hitting these joints in the boom bang, trying to act like you didn't know. Or you knew. You knew that joint was a freaking Android. You knew it. Brother be trying to hide that stuff. It was this dude who did the Android, the basketball. Yeah, right. Anton Daniels. I like y'all, man. Y'all cats on top of stuff. This is why I like my channel, because I want to get the premium people to come over here and come and check out these videos. Because y'all know more than I know, and I like that. And sometimes I might know I don't know the name, y'all know the name. I like y'all, man. That's why I like doing this for y'all. I want to be talking about fragrances all the time. I'm going to talk about life sometimes. Fragrance is just a mask for people who got problems in their life, and they buying a whole bunch of fragrances, and they ain't got no, I don't have no children. My sister and her children doing well. My mom and dad passed some time ago. Oh, no, I'm good. I buy fragrances because I just like fragrances. I ain't buying because I'm trying to master my misery that my wife done broke up on me. My wife out there giving somebody some booty. So I got to buy some fragrances and come over to RaJuR channel, try to just forget all that. Nah, man, you need to go to a therapy. Look, color folk are scared to go to psychiatrists because they think Facebook and social media are their psychiatrists. I feel bad today. Let me just get up and shake my boobs and show these 25,000 tats on my body. And then I'll feel all better and everything will be all right until an hour from now. And then you got to do it again. And you got to get up in the morning and try to convince yourself you cool. And then you want me to come and hang out with you. Please, what I want to be with you for? If you can't keep your behind, you showing everybody your stuff that I need the only one to be seeing it. But you done showed it to 5 million people trying to get likes. I don't want nothing to do with you. You done showed your butt. You done bent over. You done hoochie dance. You done lift your leg up. You done squatted. You done did all this stuff half naked. And now I'm supposed to, you want to talk to me. Man, you talk your way to a psychiatrist's office because that's what I'm going to help you do. In fact, I like a lot of these women who be sending me like likes and stuff like that, like on Facebook, dating and all that stuff. They're going to send me likes. I'm going to check them out. Okay, yeah. Let's meet up. Well, where you want to meet up? At a psychiatrist's office. So I can check you in and bring you in on the 802. You know what I mean? You can leave when you're ready. I just want to say I did try to help you. And I took you off Facebook trying to get your psychiatrist stuff done there. I tried to help you out. So I took you right to a psychiatrist's office so you can check yourself in willingly and realize that you need help. Colored folk don't think they need help. Y'all want to be victims. Y'all want to be racist. Everybody's a racist when it comes to them. And you got to always blame somebody for something. That's how colored folk do. Y'all know it. That's why y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all ain't saying nothing about those. You wrong. Y'all ain't saying it. Y'all got people in your family you know they need to be in a psychiatrist's office. Y'all know they do. You know they need to be in a psychiatrist's office. But you let them hang around because you think just maybe they'll get their life together and just maybe they'll be okay. Just maybe. And then you done go on 5 years and they still acting the same old way, still doing the same old thing, still hoochie mamaing and dudes, I don't know what they doing, just watching them. Oh, babe, you look great. Oh, babe, you look great. And then they going laying down in the bed or sitting in the chair whacking, they doing whack-a-mole to themselves while watching these crazy, call you out, dog. That's what I do. I call foolishness out. I call out foolishness. Like my music is not smooth jazz, I can't deal with foolishness. And somebody got to say it to color folk. Color folk get all mad. Got done. And then everybody in jail, the black people in jail, they got put in there because, there's just victims of the man. So I guess that young boy who killed his mother for $77,000, he's in jail. I guess he a victim of the man, huh? Get out of here with you. You're always making excuses for yourself. Be somebody. Do something. And that don't mean getting out on the street talking about you protesting against Trump. And you do something worthwhile. Go help somebody. Go help some old people. Go help some of them young people. Go get your children really diagnosed to see if they actually got autism. Because they shot so many shots in the mid-generation now. Anybody my age, 60, maybe a little bit younger, 40, you better check your kids out, because while you was probably at home, they was probably shooting kids with everything. That's why autism is on the rise, because they just pumping that autism right in your children's freaking, and then y'all wonder why your child acting a fool every day. And y'all just think, well, I ain't gonna turn him in. I don't want to find out my kid got autism, so I'm not gonna send him to school anyway. Instead of send him someplace, get him diagnosed so he can get the proper help he needs. Because again, when I was doing the middle school, elementary school thing, I saw more than enough kids with autism. Not all colored kids. There were some Caucasian kids, some Europeans in there too. But see, these people, they got an agenda. It's not just population control, it's population control. In other words, if you can't kill you, then they're gonna be able to control you. Because they got half the kids now shot with autism juice in their arm. Probably done shot them with everything. Y'all wasn't there every night. You sleeping, they busy pumping it in. And they ain't telling you nothing. Pumping in that juice. And now your kids only getting through school because they gotta let them through school. They ain't got no room for them. It's like jail. You gotta find another jail. So you gotta get them out of there. I was with these kids. with behavioral issues. Came to school every day with the same behavioral issue. There's this one guy, he's like a freaking clown. He remind you of that dude he remind you of that dude on The Simpsons. But he was Caucasian on The Simpsons, and his hair just stick out like that, and he had these real big red lips. He used to come to school every day trying to act like he was thug, because he knew he really wasn't thug, because people would be teasing him all the time. So he figured he had thug so the people would stop teasing him. That's all. Boy had issues. That boy couldn't add 1 + 1. I'm in there doing the dude doing, I ain't did algebra in so long, but I could figure out algebra just looking at maybe 3-4 questions and find out what the answer is. I'm like, oh, that's algebra. Because remember, I went to one of the best schools in Philly. I was doing calculus and trig. So, really? So, I'm figuring out the answer. I'm like, dang. I'm figuring out these answers like a mug. And these kids, they come to school every day. This young boy is 22 years old. He graduated from Temple. I said, how long you been working here at middle school? He's like, oh, I've been here for like 2 years. So I'm saying, bruh, what's wrong with the class? I don't think it's you. I said, it can't be you, because I'm figuring out the answers, and I'm just watching you as I'm watching the student I'm assigned to, and I got to watch the student, and I'm watching him just so I can catch the grip, so maybe I can help another one of the students, because he there by himself. I'm really just there to help the student that I'm assigned to for the day. Whether that student has Down syndrome, whether that student has autism, whether they have behavioral issues. That's my child for the day. And actually, most of them kind of live in the towers where I live at. So anyway, so I got to know the answers. I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, answer, blah, 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 blah. Yo, I'm trying to clean my windshield. The joint ain't doing it. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So I'm getting the answer. I'm like, yo, this ain't even hard, dog. I ain't did algebra in like a zillion years. And I figured that question out. These kids been coming to school. He giving them simple joints. And they in the 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade, they still don't know the answer. That's because these mothers and absentee fathers or video game playing fathers ain't trying to do nothing for their kids. They don't care if they remain dumb. They're just another victim. So they can say, oh, you didn't victimize my child. My child out in the street shooting people, but that was his fault. That was the man. That was the man's fault that my kid shot somebody else and shot him for a pair of Chuck Taylors. Unbelievable, man. Y'all better get together. I'm telling you. Because ain't nobody going to be there to help you when they really start laying the hammer on y'all, and y'all really got to show some intelligence to try to get yourself out of trouble, because you're going to be messed up. Your kids going to be messed up. All y'all going to end up in Walmart basement, locked up, playing Hunger Games. That's what's going to happen. I see people dropping off. Make sure before you drop off, make sure you share this video. because I'm only spitting truth. A lot of y'all might have been affected by what I said because maybe it's one of your children that's not doing well. But instead of you sending them back to school when you know your child's not doing well, go and have them looked at. And while you at it, why don't you go and look and have yourself looked at? Go have a psychiatrist sit down there and ask you a couple questions. Look, I've been to a psychiatrist before. I've been there. I knew I needed help. I had no problem. I went as far as that, but that's none of your business because that's HIPAA. But I have been to a psychiatrist before. Oh yeah, no doubt. And now look at me. Can't stop me from doing anything because there's nothing I can't do. Well, I'm saying, y'all need to be looking out for the future of your children because you ain't gonna be here forever. And the way you acting now, you ain't here now. Because you're on Facebook busy showing your kids showing butt. And now everybody trying to grab their child and put them in a dance video and all this stuff because they saw this one couple, the black woman who got her and her two daughters dancing with her, which is kind of fly. Ain't gonna front. It's fly. Why is this thing whistling? It's fly though. They be dancing.
In 2 miles, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 22 toward I-676 West, US 30 West.
Old school mom dancing with her 2 daughters, they be getting in. Either 1 daughter or 2 daughters. They be getting in. Now everybody did this other mom and daughter thing. They came on, they started making money off the shorts. Let's see, Facebook, all they doing is paying you to act a fool. Not all the time, but some of the time. They just use you for the entertainment. They don't have to pay for that, for real, but they give you a little couple of dollars, make you think you're doing something. They send you a check for 100. Man, you get enough looks. You get enough this, they send you a check for $1,000. Now, how long is that gonna last? Now, if you're doing it as a side hustle and you have a job and your children have a job and your boyfriend or your man or your husband ain't sitting home playing video games. I ain't gonna lie. I put my guitar in the pawn shop. I ain't got no problem telling you that. I need some cake real quick. Because actually what happened when I got a good deal on some fragrances. I'm like, man, I don't need the guitar right now. I got to get this deal on the fragrances. So I go and do that joint the pawn shop so I can buy some fragrances and buy some Louis Vuitton shoes and some Burberry shoes. So the guitar had to go away for a little while. You know, man, the guitar, a couple other things. My guitar, my bass is in the shop. Here's what it is. That's why I can parlay stuff. So if I need to grab a good deal on something on Handle Ones, I just grab something at my studio, take it to the shop, give me some money, and now I'm gonna take advantage of this deal.
In half a mile, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 22 toward I-676
Now, are these
West,
lanes
US
converging
30
or what?
West.
What are you doing, cuz? They need to put some lines right here, because you don't know whether these lanes are converging or are they coming off 95 going to Center City. You don't know if they're merging or are they staying straight. They ain't put no lines out here yet. Yeah, had to move over. Oh, that's because they shoveled that snow over there, but that snow is still leaning 2 track. No, they're supposed to. No, it's just that merging. Yeah, so y'all hear what I'm saying, man? Look, I ain't gonna keep sitting here talking. I'm gonna gauge y'all the blueprint. If you ain't gonna do nothing for yourself, do it for your kids. You're gonna do it for your kids, do it for your community. But stop sitting around being average. Stop sitting around being a victim. Stop trying to find somebody else to blame for what's going on in your life.
Use the right 2 lanes to
Just
take
do what you're
exit
supposed to
22.
do. And if you don't want to do something different, then don't do nothing different. But still just take care of your business. All right? If you're married, keep your marriage stable. Don't be out in the street flip-flapping around. And make sure your wife ain't on there showing her boobies and everything every morning because you ain't paying enough attention to her. Stop it. Stop playing, man. And y'all gonna get together. I got confidence in you. That I ain't do this video coming to the Center City for nothing. I have confidence in you. Just like I got confidence in myself to do anything I want to do at any time. I can do that. There's nothing I can't do. But I need you guys to really understand. Which am I going? Okay, yeah, I'm going to swim. Yeah, to understand, man, life is short. You got to stop playing, man. And you got people in your family directly, or you might have people in your family indirectly that you need to reach out to, and you need to talk to these people, man. And tell them to get their life, man. And if they don't get their life, leave them alone. Y'all keep messing with these people y'all know they have crazy. You know they crazy. You call them crazy. man, my whatever is crazy. My cousin, my uncle, my nephew, even my mama, my daddy might be crazy. He an alcoholic. She can't stay off Facebook. She got 27 tattoos all over her face. And you think that's normal. And then you won't say anything. Because maybe they're giving you money to shut up. They're paying you not to criticize them. I don't know what to tell you. But what I will tell you is, I'm tired of hearing black folk complaining about this and complaining about that. I should have stayed downstairs, but I got so much time to pick up this person. I got an hour and a half. I'm already down here. I'm going to try to find something to do while I'm down here, like I did yesterday when I was up in whatchamacallit. I waited too late to go to Blue Mercury. I went to the wrong Blue Mercury. They didn't have anything. But while y'all know what I was doing yesterday, I was just chilling in the car singing to that RaJuR and RaJuR albums. Grammy submitted albums. What were those albums like submitted to the Grammys? But you ain't win. I went down this job, this 444. This is where Jazzy Jeff used to have his studio at. Jazzy Jeff cut Jill Scott's album in the studio right here, 444. Also, Boys the Men has studios in there. This guy named Peanut, he was a real big producer. He has studios in there. And yeah. And over there is used to be Larry Gold's studio. Now it's you can't see it. Now it's Milk Boy Studios. Look, I done been to the studios. I done been with Boys and Men. I done been with LL Cool J. I met Pink. Pink came down to my studio. Look, I've done it. I got receipts. Can none of y'all take away the receipts. It'll never happen. So don't come here acting like you don't know, because I done told you. Because I ain't got to lie to you. Right? But I tell you this stuff to keep you inspired. I never thought I would meet major recording artists. I never thought they'd be wanting me to be on the album or advise or be engineers and stuff like that on the albums. Never thought. Just happened to come my way, and I had the knowledge to be there to capitalize on it. You know what I'm saying? All right, you did your research. Hamill was never a gang. He was never crippled blood. Okay. Well, did you look at the humps on the bump video? I appreciate you looking that up, though. Did you look at the humps in the bump video? You didn't tell me you did that, though. Look at the pumps in the bump video, please. And he has colors on. Actually, I think it's blue, actually. So that would make it a crib. All right, so go do that, because you didn't tell me you did that. You said you did your research. Go look at that pumps in the bump video. Because I really don't think MC Hammer would want people to know that he was a Crip or Blood anyway, unlike your boy, you know what I mean, Suge, and them cats. But that was part of their, that was part of their thing. You know, they were gangsters. Nobody knew whatchamacallit was a Crip. That's why it was Crips and Blood. You know, nobody really knew Diddy was a Crip. Nobody knew that. He never told anybody. People just found out he was a Crip. That's why he had the Crip and Blood thing with him and Suge. But, again, come back with me and tell me what colors was he wearing in the pumps and the bump video. All right, Lord, holla at your boy. I knew he was wearing colors. That's why I assumed. And they was telling me, yo, nobody would mess with him because he had the Crips and the Blood protect him or something like that. I do remember seeing that in the video. In the video that they'd say, he lost all this money.
Take the exit toward Pennsylvania 611 Broad Street.
I remember that. So go to YouTube and look at that video. But then you might go there and say, oh, they lying. I don't know. Anyway, go check that video out when he lost all his money. They talk about all the people of color who used to be rich and lost their money. Lost it. Done. Over. Broke. Used to be rich, now broke. He was amongst them. Remember Beanie Siegel? You just couldn't wait, could you? You ain't even going nowhere. Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel had all that money. All right? Beanie Siegel had all that loot. But Beanie would go on tour. He wouldn't hire anybody. He lived in Bluebell. I think he had a crib in Bluebell. Y'all probably don't know what Bluebell is. It's in PA. You know what I mean? He's from Philly. He's from South Philly. But he had this crib, and when he would go on tour, he'd be on tour so long that the grass and the weeds would be up there like that. And it was like, yo, unbelievable. Dude would not have nobody cut his grass while he on tour. So, of course, the people that he lived with, they was like, yo, man, you got to get him out of here. And they kicked him out of his crib because, hey, stay off this guy. Stay off the grid. Y'all take names just to come and mess with me, right? But it don't bother me, player. What you saying don't bother me, and nobody else even listening to you. So I hope you felt good about that. Hope you enjoyed yourself.
Take the exit
I
toward
probably was talking about you and somebody in your fam, and you just didn't want me to talk about you or somebody in your fam. You feel a little touched and hurt by that, huh? It's all right, though, bro. I'm here to give information and give encouragement. I don't know what you're here for, but what you said don't even bother me. I let it come through. Please let it come through. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to get to my spot. I got to pick up my client. I'm going to go ahead and do that.
1,000 feet, merge onto North 15th Street.
This is Center City. If you've never been to Philly before, this is Center City. I wonder if you left them other messages, cause I wanna unmute those so I can see what you said. They'll send the slaves from the Frag Illuminati over here again. Unbelievable. All right, let me see if I can see your message. Who is this from? Stay off the grid. Man, let his messages come through. Show the messages. I want to see them. I want to see what he got to say. My moderator is, man, moderator, let it through, man. Let the messages through, bro. I want to see the messages. I want to see them. Ain't nobody scared of these cats. They ain't nothing but keyboard, you know what. They sit behind the keyboard and whatsoever and want to go ahead and do their thing. Nah, show another moderator just handled this. All right. I wanted to see it. I love elderly abuse. Oh, that's what he said. I love verbal abuse. And you ain't messing up. No, you just tripping yourself out, homeboy. Because I ain't paying attention to you. But you probably don't have a mother. Your daddy probably in jail. I don't know, man. I don't know what your family situation is. But I said, no, I ain't gonna say I'll pray for you because you probably don't want nobody to pray for you. You know what I mean, sir, we're going to need you to shut up. Oh man. You wouldn't know I was talking if you wasn't here. But somebody must have sent you over here for therapy. I'm here to help you, sir. I'm here to help you get therapy. There's no help for you. I got you. I got you. I'm here to be your therapist. I'm going to help you, sir. I know you need it. You don't want to admit it. Well, I got some issues here. I got to stay focused. Because these folk out here driving like they crazy. And they probably are just crazy as dude keyboard warring over here. Probably just crazy as they are. Downtown Philly players. All right, let's get my man some psychiatrist help. What's your name? Staying off the grid, 3844. But you over here. So what you doing over here? Yeah. You want me to stop talking because I touched a nerve, but I'm telling you, man, Facebook is not for psychiatric help. Facebook can't help you. Social media cannot help you if you got psychiatric problems. It hasn't helped for the guy who killed his mother for $77,000. It didn't help anybody else. So it's not going to help you, okay? You got to go to a psychiatrist. You got to sit down, spend some money, and say, look, I want to give you $100.
In 600 feet, turn right onto John F. Kennedy Boulevard.
I want to give you $100 just to talk to me. I need somebody to talk to. I just really do need somebody to talk to me and help me. Because right now I'm off the grid and out of my mind. And you just need somebody to help you, all right? And they'll help you. You guys got to get a good one. So if you got a family member, somebody got some money.
At the light, turn right onto John F. Kennedy Boulevard.
Or just have them turn you in. Because then you can get psychiatric help for free if they just turn you in. Like what, a 304 or 804? I don't know what it is. Tell them to turn you in. And then you can get to the psychiatric help free. Yeah, so do that. All right, why are these people standing outside here? Okay, so they go over here.
In 800 feet, turn right onto North 18th Street.
But I think I'm just going to stay here for a minute. Because I don't want to have to fight my way all the way back down here. Even though I got a whole hour before I pick this young man up. I'm going to stay my behind right over here on this side. By the time I go all the way down 13th, like I'm on 18th now.
At the light, turn right onto North 18th Street. Then your destination will be on the left.
Nah, I think I can make it back over here. It's 1:49, 2 o'clock. Nah, by the time I get over there, it's 45 minutes. So, no, I'm just going to sit my behind here. Tell them I'm here chilling. And then wait for them to come out. And that way I'll have my own limo spot by the time I get there. All right. All right, y'all. Look, I had a good chat with y'all. I really enjoyed it. I didn't mean to offend anybody. I didn't mean to put anybody in a particular situation. Aside from my man right here who obviously needs some help. That's okay. You're gonna find your help one day. You don't want to admit it yet, but one day you'll find a person to help you out. You know what I mean? They say just turn yourself in, or have somebody turn you in, and then you might be okay. Okay. Now I'm at this light right here, and I don't see 1 Logan Square. Oh yeah, right there on the drive. You gotta go past. Oh, right over there. Okay, that's where it's at. I used to go to the roof of this joint, 1 Logan Square. They used to have parties on the roof. Yo, off the drive, y'all gotta check that joint out. Summertime, you can go all the way to the roof. And it's be up there getting it in. Holla at your boy. In the meantime, again, I'm gonna park this bad boy up while I can get a spot. Holla at y'all later, all right? Y'all be good. 100.